Board meets at 10 tomorrow morning. I walk in with a full quotation on every class, or Northern Aid opens the account to every broker in Nairobi. Coldwell Insurance Brokers is already pitching.
So, no pressure.
None at all. If you are not looking for business.
I know you are in a hurry to land your first client. So, hit me.
First, fire and special perils, covering office equipment, furniture, fixtures and fittings, warehouse stock, various warehouses.
Isiolo, Garissa, Lodwar, all food warehouses, and generators running 24/7. I can give you 0.145%.
0.145? Peter, that's SPICL's unnegotiated rate. Now I am a broker, remember? You think I left SPICL to sell SPICL pricing?
I think you left SPICL, and now you have no leverage. 0.145 is already friendly. That's 217,500.
They're an NGO, Northern Aid. They feed people in Turkana. Donors will audit every shilling. Give me 0.125, 187,500.
0.125? For warehouses in bandit-prone areas? Dan, be serious. The generator risk alone concerns me.
Then we put conditions around the risk. Fire extinguishers in every warehouse, monthly safety reports, no smoking signs. I'll do the risk survey myself next week.
You and which team? You're one man and a printer that jams. Case in point.
And 20 years of relationships. Come on, meet me halfway. You want this business too, don't you?
0.135%. 202,500. But warranties apply. Proof of extinguishers within 14 days, and the agreed risk improvements must be complied with.
Done. 0.135 on SI of 150 million, with compliance warranties.
It's almost 8 p.m. We haven't touched burglary, motor, or all risks. You really think we clear all of it before 10 a.m.?
It gets worse. Northern Aid's board capped the insurance budget for everything. So not only have to finish the quote, we have to meet the budget as well. Fire premium is already too high. What if we trim the sum insured, value the warehouses lower, bring the premium down to fit the budget?
Are you sure about that? Then the day that warehouse burns, Northern Aid recovers a fraction of what they lost. That's underinsurance, boss. The average clause will chew them up. You'd be selling 40,000 people's food supply, a policy that fails exactly when they need it to work.
I didn't say do it. I said, what if?
Don't what if me at 8 o'clock at night. Let's get the savings somewhere else, not on the fire policy.
Then we find it somewhere else. Policy number 2. Burglary. Sum insured 87,500,000. First loss sum insured 20 million per location. Nairobi, Isiolo, Garissa, Lodwar.
God help me. Are you trying to get me fired?
I'm trying to get Northern Aid insured.
Burglars don't send warning letters.
Neither do donors.
I will give a rate of 0.75%.
They land it fast now. Window grills, alarm systems within 60 days. Give 0.5% with an excess of 10% on each and every loss. Minimum 10,000, subject to warranties. That's a good deal.
Every time you say deal, someone's underwriting manager loses sleep.
That's why they have coffee.
Okay, done. 0.5%. Premium 100,000. Excess 10% each and every loss, minimum 10,000.
Great. 4 down, 6 to go. Board's meeting is at 10 tomorrow. All risks, 50 million. Field equipment, cameras, generators, portable medical kits. On this, I want 0.1% with an excess 10% each and every loss. Minimum 10,000.
Done. 0.1%. Clean risk.
No fight. I should have gone lower. They don't lose cameras in Turkana every day.
Yeah, you are more likely to lose food than electronics there.
We should do all of them like this.
Then I'd be out of a job.
Up next, computer and electronic equipment. As per the schedule they shared, sum insured 33.4 million.
Market rate is around 0.5%, 167,000.
Wait, I've been thinking. What's actually the difference between the all risks cover we just did and computer and electronic equipment?
Good question. All risks can cover physical loss or accidental damage to insured equipment, depending on the policy wording. Computer and electronic equipment is an engineering class. It's designed around the equipment and the way it operates.
Meaning?
Power surge, short circuit, electrical or mechanical breakdown, certain operational risks. Imagine a power surge hits the server room in Isiolo. 10 laptops are damaged. The network equipment goes down.
That's where the electronic equipment cover becomes important. So, all risks is broader physical protection, while this responds to specific operational and electrical risks that may not be covered under the all risks wording.
Exactly. It also includes software.
Okay, that makes sense for Northern Aid. 167,000 works. Care for a cup of coffee?
Yes, please. I am almost becoming sleepy.
Well.
Okay. We're almost done. Motor, WIBA, employer's liability, director's personal accident, and public liability are all locked in. I'm just waiting on the staff medical terms from the medical underwriter. Oh, the quote is here. Total premium, $8,126,040. That means your total is 10,315,064 Kenyan shillings.
10 covers, 1 client, 10.3 million.
That is a pretty sum for new business, boss.
Now I just have to close it.
Absolutely. What else do you need?
Peter, you sat here with me for, what, 4 hours? 5? You could have quoted this from your office in 15 minutes and let the numbers land wherever they landed.
I could have.
You didn't.
You didn't leave. Why would I?
Thank you. Genuinely. I know I push. I know I make you fight for every .01. But I wouldn't have a first quotation without you tonight.
Buy me breakfast and we'll call it even.
Now I have to scan and email, and prepare a hard copy for delivery in the morning.
That is on your side now. I gotta go. If I stay any longer, I may not be able to drive.
You are dramatic. It's only 10 p.m.
Hey, you don't know my routine.
On a serious note, thank you. I will follow up on the breakfast request tomorrow.
That was not a request. I earned it. You need to pay up.
Tomorrow, then.
All right. Have a good note, or whatever is remained of it.
See you tomorrow. Aha! Mercy has replied. A meeting at 10. No problem. I will be there. Let me just respond to it. And sent. 20 years at Spickle taught me how to underwrite a risk. Nobody teaches you how it feels to underwrite yourself. 10,315,064 shillings. That's not a premium anymore. That's 40,000 people in Turkana, Isiolo, Garissa, and Lodwar, betting that a man who quit his job 4 months ago knows what he's doing. Peter's stamp is on that schedule. My name is on the cover letter. Mercy didn't have to give a rookie broker a shot. She could have stayed with a firm 10 times our size, with a name everyone already trusts. She didn't. That has to mean something. I don't know yet if it means she believes in me, or she's just tired of paying premiums to people who've never set foot in Isiolo. Either way, at 10 o'clock, I walk into that boardroom, and I say the line I've been rehearsing since Tuesday. Nothing happens, because it's already paid for. Time to go make it true.
Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for coming on short notice. You know James, our finance director, and Grace, our programs director.
Good morning, all. Thank you for having me.
Let's get into it. 10,315,064 shillings. Walk us through why that number and not the 6-point-something we paid last year.
This proposal is an improvement on last year's covers.
Make me understand.
Because last year's number was wrong, Mr. Mwangi. Not fraudulent, just underpriced. Your Isiolo and Lodwar warehouses were insured at values nobody had checked in 3 years. If either one had burned in March, the average clause would have paid you a fraction of what you actually lost. This schedule is priced at full replacement value. It costs more because it actually works. In addition, the benefits under staff medical policy are higher than what they were last year. These two facts explains the steep jump in premiums from $6 million to $10 million. But I can assure you the terms are better, well negotiated.
That's a convenient thing for a broker to say right before asking us to pay more.
It would be, which is why I'd rather you check it than take my word for it. Get an independent valuer to look at Isiolo. If I'm wrong, tell me, and we'll reprice it together.
Takana isn't Nairobi, Daniel. If a warehouse floods during the long rains, how fast does a claim actually get paid? We can't feed people on in due course.
Fair. First loss limits are built into the burglary and fire covers, specifically so a partial claim doesn't wait for a full loss adjustment. You get paid against the limit fast, and the balance is settled after survey. And I've committed to doing the risk surveys personally. I'll be in Isiolo before the compliance warranty deadline, not after it.
You, personally? Not a surveyor you're subcontracting to someone else?
Me, personally. It's my name on the cover letter.
Who's actually carrying the risk? Which underwriter?
SPICL.
Isn't that where you worked for 20 years?
It is. I placed this risk with them because they gave Northern Aid the strongest terms and the fastest claims record of anyone I approached. Not because I still have a badge there. I don't. If a competitor had quoted better cover at a fairer price, I'd have brought you that instead, and I'd have told you exactly why.
Would you have?
Ask the underwriter I negotiated this with. He turned down a lower price I asked for 2 nights ago because it would have left you underinsured. That's not a man who does me favors. That's a man who does the job properly. I just happen to know he's good at it.
The compliance warranties, extinguishers, safety reports, no smoking signage, across 4 counties in 14 days. Realistically?
Realistically? Tight. I'll coordinate procurement with your logistics team directly so it isn't sitting on anyone's desk. If Isiolo can't hit the deadline for a genuine supply reason, I'll go back to the underwriter for an extension before it lapses, not after.
You say that with a lot of confidence for someone who's been running his own firm for just a few months.
I've been doing this for 20 years, Mr. Mwangi. Just not always for myself.
Thank you, Daniel. This is thorough. It's the most straight answers I've had from a broker in a long time.
That's the whole business model.
I'll be honest with you. Yours isn't the only proposal on this table. We have 2 more to review before we go to the full board. We'll get back to you before the end of the day.
I understand. Whatever you decide, that offer to bring in an independent valuer stands, no matter who you choose.
Now that's a strange thing for a salesman to offer.
I'm not selling insurance, Mr. Mwangi. I'm selling the idea that someone should actually get paid when it matters. The rest is paperwork. Thank you, Miss Mercy, for this opportunity to meet. I look forward to working together.
Thanks for coming. We will get back to you by end of day, Daniel.